Football fans, hold your breath, because something truly exciting is happening. Neymar Jr. is back on the pitch, wearing the Santos jersey once again, and it feels like watching a young superstar reborn. After months of battling injuries and doubts, Neymar finally returned, and not just as a player testing his recovery, but as a man on a mission. His energy, creativity, and confidence were on full display, and he left the field looking completely fit and fired up. And guess what? Someone very important was watching him closely. None other than Carlo Ancelotti, the man who will soon announce Brazil's next national team squad. Yes, Ancelotti himself witnessed Neymar's performance firsthand, and now, everyone is asking the same burning question. After today's performance, will Ancelotti include Neymar in the Brazil squad? That's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video, because Neymar's comeback might just change everything for Brazil. When Neymar stepped onto the field for Santos, it was as if time rolled back. The way he moved, dribbled, and connected with his teammates, you'd never believe he was returning from an injury. There was no hesitation, no sign of rust. He played with freedom, rhythm, and hunger, like a teenager chasing his first big dream. And what stood out the most? His control of the game from the midfield. Neymar played almost like a classic number 10, orchestrating attacks, spreading passes, and creating moments of magic. That's exactly the kind of creative leadership Brazil has been missing recently. Ancelotti, who's been carefully planning Brazil's long-term strategy, couldn't possibly miss that. Sources close to the team say he's been very attentive to Neymar's progress, because the Italian coach has already called Neymar a vital asset for Brazil. In fact, Ancelotti believes that Neymar isn't just needed now. He's essential for Brazil's World Cup campaign in 2026. In other words, Neymar isn't just a player. He's a project. And for Ancelotti, building a world-class Brazilian side without him is almost unthinkable. But here's where things get interesting. Brazil's upcoming matches are just international friendlies, games that technically don't carry much weight in terms of points or rankings. So, even if Brazil wins or loses, it doesn't drastically change anything. However, including Neymar in these friendlies could make a huge psychological difference. It could bring back that spark, that emotional connection the fans have been missing since Neymar's injury. Imagine seeing Neymar back in the iconic yellow jersey, smiling, leading attacks, and bringing his signature flair back to the pitch. For Brazilian fans, it would be like a dream reignited. And for Ancelotti, it might be the perfect chance to test Neymar's fitness and form in a low-pressure environment before the major tournaments begin. Still, there's a flip side. If Ancelotti decides not to call Neymar up this time, it won't necessarily be a bad sign. It might simply mean he wants to protect his star player, keeping him safe from unnecessary risks. Because the real goal isn't just the next friendly, it's the 2026 World Cup. Ancelotti knows that to win the biggest prize in world football, he'll need Neymar at 100%. Not 80%, not even 90%, fully fit, fully confident, and fully ready. So, what's the most likely scenario? From what we've seen so far, the chances are high that Ancelotti will include Neymar in his next Brazil squad. The signs are all there. Neymar's performance was impressive, his body language was positive, and his leadership on the field was exactly what Brazil needs right now. But even if Ancelotti decides to wait a bit longer, fans shouldn't be disappointed. Because one thing is clear, Neymar is back. His body looks strong, his movements sharp, and his passion unbroken. The fire inside him is burning again, and that's the best news Brazil could hope for. Now let's take a step back and think like Ancelotti for a second. He's got one of the most talented player pools in the world. Young stars like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Endrick are ready to shine. But what they lack is that one player who can bring it all together. Someone who can calm the chaos, inspire confidence, and create moments of genius when the team needs it most. That's what Neymar has always done for Brazil. Even in his toughest moments, he's been the emotional engine of the team. Whether it's scoring goals, providing assists, or simply lifting spirits, Neymar is the heartbeat of the Seleção. So, as Ancelotti prepares to announce his squad, all eyes are on that one name. Will Neymar Jr. make the cut? If he does, It will send a message to the entire football world that Brazil's golden boy is ready to shine again. But if Ancelotti decides to wait, it will only mean one thing. He's being careful, saving Neymar for the moments that truly matter. The Copa America, the qualifiers, and most importantly, the World Cup. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: Neymar's comeback story is far from over. The way he played for Santos wasn't just about scoring or assisting. It was about proving to himself, his fans, and his critics that he still has what it takes. That he can rise again, stronger than ever. And for Ancelotti, that might be the most important sign of all. Because when a player fights back from injury with this much determination, you know he's not just playing to return, he's playing to make history. So Brazil fans, get ready. The comeback has begun. Neymar Jr. is back, and the world is watching.